Hey guys, Joe here, and in today's video we're going to be taking a little break from the series, and I'm going to be going through some recommended reading, some books that you're going to find very helpful when it comes to your business, and they have helped me a ton. They have completely reshaped how I think about my offers and what I offer people in terms of services and products, and also in terms of mindset and how I just look at my business and growing it. So I'm going to go through these books today. I'm going to put links below so you can have quick access to get to them and check them out, because they're very, very, very helpful. And I'll say this, I'm going to be going basically over just the business style type books. I'm not going to be going over any sort of fitness related material in this video. I can do another one if you'd like to know what resources I go to for like nutrition and training. But this one's going to be basically all business stuff. So what you can use to help yourself market your services, sell your services, and just get off the ground and get people to know who you are, what you do, what you offer, and how you can help them. So first one is the 30-day One Funnel Away Challenge. Russell Brunson put together. He's the owner of ClickFunnels. So I use ClickFunnels for my website and my sales funnels I put together. And so it's this book here that you get. It's like a whole kit. So you get this and then also a workbook as well. And basically you can use in conjunction with the book. The book's fantastic. It's all this insight from some of Russell's like $1 Million Club winners. So they've created funnels that have done $1 million in sales. And he says, okay, if you lost everything today and all you had was like basically, a ClickFunnels account, what would you do to get back on your feet? And so you kind of get the insights of all these successful people and how they did it. I would set up my email list this way and I would put myself out there that way. It's all captured in here. And then the workbook that I show you helps you walk through your plan and how you'd put it together based on the information that you're learning. So would definitely recommend this. Again, I'll have links down below for all this stuff, but that one for sure. Great way to get started. Next is also from Russell, and this is his Expert Secrets book. This one I would say is probably one of my favorites for sure. I have like a bunch of notes in here and stuff. But essentially what it is take yourself as the expert in your field. And he makes a good point of saying like, you don't have to have a PhD or be, a multimillionaire success to be an expert. Like you're already an expert in what you do, because there's always people that are going to be a few steps behind you. Excuse me. So what you want to, when you're reading through this book and checking it out, and I would recommend the audiobook because he definitely dives into a lot of stuff on there too, is he talks about basically how to set up your message, how to do it in a way where people want to listen to you and you're like the authority in your space. And a lot of it too is like how to market your stuff, like how to get it out and how to find the right niche. And so there's a lot of great information in here, and the book is very concise. I will say what's fantastic about it is it's not just theory. So he'll go through an example of, how to sort of like build your story and show people what your story is like. And then he goes through an example, or, how to, like when you're pitching what you offer, how to raise curiosity and how people perceive what you're doing, who make them want to click on your stuff. And he goes through examples of all that. So it's really, really phenomenal. Again, the book's great. If you're like me, you don't want to just buy a book and let it sit on the shelf, but at the same time, you probably aren't going to like sit there and go through the whole book all at once. I find the audiobooks are much better. So in the link below, you can click it. There's like a thing you can check to get the audiobook as well. So that's a great way to be able to crank through the book a little bit faster. But there are some illustrations in here that sort of make this stuff pretty easy to follow as well. So would absolutely recommend this if you're somebody who's especially if you're just starting out and you want to make sure that you have a strong message that's getting out to your people, and you're attracting a crowd that wants to buy from you. This is like a must-have. So definitely recommend the Expert Secrets group. I keep saying Expert Secret group, Expert Secrets book. You know what I mean. All right, next one. And this is a skill that people get intimidated by, but you need to know it. And that's sales. And this is So Sell or Be Sold by Grant Cardone. Again, this book is phenomenal. I'll have a link down below to it. And he walks through all like everything from how to get your mindset right with sales to how to set up like basically a sales system of when I get on the phone with somebody, what are the steps that I go through to make sure, one, that I'm in control of the sale, and two, to frame it in a way where by the end of the call, the person's like a hot lead, like they want to buy and pick up your services. So he goes through all that stuff in here. There's definitely some added things in there as well, as far as like growing your social media and those kinds of things to get your message out there. But this is a phenomenal book. You should definitely check out as well. And it's just pretty entertaining. Like, he's got a cool way of looking at the world. So, you know, you might think he's a crazy person, and I think we all got a little crazy in us for sure, but this book is phenomenal when it comes to sales. That's Sell or Be Sold by Grant Cardone. Great book. Next is going to be, and if you notice, these books are sort of building those skills around what your offer is to help get it out there, right? So we got the sales stuff, we've got the expert secret stuff to kind of build your message up. The next one is critical as well, and that's copywriting. So this is Copywriting Secrets by Jim Edwards. Jim's the man. Jim's awesome. This book is phenomenal. So he literally walks you through not only what to write in your copy, and you might be newer to copywriting. So basically it's like when you click on an ad on Facebook or Instagram, what does the text say? Like how can you make people curious about what your offer is based on just the words you're using, and how can you show them that you have a lot of value in what you're offering based on the words you're using. So in this book, Jim goes through, literally breaks down step for step, and it's cool because it all builds on the piece before it. But he goes through how to create a headline, how to capture someone's attention, how to create bullets. I mean, this has been a game changer when it comes to putting my sales copy together. And I've noticed it a lot in my Facebook ads. Like if I put something up, I might have gotten, let's say in a 48-hour period, I might have gotten 10 clicks. Now I get like 10 times that, typically at least, when it comes to the clicks. So the Copywriting Secrets book is phenomenal. Again, his audiobook is phenomenal. So he's got Stu Smith, who's a retired Navy SEAL. Stu is a good buddy of his, and they actually sit on the book together and talk about it and kind of banter back and forth. So you get all of Jim's wisdom and knowledge, or at least part of it anyway, with some of Stu's insights on things. So he might ask Jim questions and Jim will elaborate. So it goes beyond the book a little bit. So would definitely recommend. This thing is fantastic. Next we got another Grant Cardone one, is the 10X rule. So this one is fantastic for basically getting your mind right in that, you are much capable, you're capable of achieving much more than you think you are, and basically how to, kind of demand more of yourself and demand more of your life and your dreams. And it might sound a little woo-woo, whatever, but this book is fantastic. It's really great, and it shows you sort of, how your beliefs probably up to this point are very limiting, and how you can actually sort of reverse that and just get more out of your life, and not just from a financial perspective, but from a contribution perspective. How can you give more to people? How can you give 10 times what you already give to people? And how can you live your life to a greater degree and get more satisfaction and fulfillment out of your life in general, out of your business, and helping others? So would definitely recommend 10X rule as well, for sure. Another one we got here is .com Secrets. So this book is fantastic. And again, I've got links to all these down in the description of the video, but I mean, this one, it basically spells out exactly what you're going to do to get your online business up and running. Also, too, it goes through, and you probably have seen some of these, is like webinars and stuff. You probably sat in on webinars and purchased products based on the webinar that you watch because it's very convincing, or you sign up for a course after watching a webinar. This is going to show you exactly what to do, like basically what to write to get that going, how to do your emails, so your email marketing, what to write, what not to write, and how to get people to actually click and open this stuff up. And again, like the Expert Secrets group, this there it is again, Expert Secrets book, like the Expert Secrets book. This book goes through the theory, and then everything is complemented with an example, typically some illustrations as well. So it's like really well spelled out, and you can just sort of easily take what's in here and adapt it to your offerings. So, while it's not a fitness specific book, it makes it very, very easy to basically, it's almost like, in a sense, cut and paste what you're doing and mold it right into a lot of like the scripts they have on here. And they also have some like hidden, not hidden in the book, but they're hidden websites you can go to for even more resources. So the book, the thing just pays for itself. It's pretty fantastic. And the links for this one and the Expert Secrets one they're like free. They just pay for the shipping. So we just click that. You pay, it's like $7 for the shipping, and then if you want, you can grab like the audiobook and stuff too. But this one's phenomenal as well, and it complements the Expert Secrets one really well. So that one's cool too. And then we've got like the Russell Brunson Grant Cardone show over here. So we've got If You're Not First, You're Last. So this is another one from Grant, and I think this book is also phenomenal. Between this and the Sell or Be Sold book, there's so much in here in terms of how you can get your word out, and how you actually have a lot more, you have many more leads that are sitting right under your nose than you even thought possible. A lot of this is how to get your message up there, how to get up and running in a way where you're just like, you're taking action, you're kicking ass. And what's cool about this book, the 10X rule, and those books are, it's not just like a passive read. Like you don't just read it and then put it down, that's it. There's actually exercises in the book. So you'll sit here reading it, you finish a chapter, and then you review some of the stuff you learned, and then you actually answer some questions on how you're going to do these things, how you're going to implement them. So it's pretty cool in that it's interactive, and it's basically like, as you're learning the material, you're able to put a framework together of how you're going to go about it yourself in the context of your life, your business, whatever. But this one's really good, especially now. Like we got the time of this video, all this COVID stuff's going on. So this sort of goes through what to do when the economy is contracting. So it's kind of like perfect timing if you're coming across this one to check it out. And again, it's a quick read. Like a lot of the letters are pretty big. Like you'll cruise through this pretty fast. But again, like the audiobooks of all these things, I'm more of an audiobook guy because it's just, I can do it in the car, I can do it while I'm walking the dog, or if I'm on a plane, like flying or something like that. So these are just really phenomenal. So definitely check this one out. And then the last one I don't have with me at the moment because I lent it out. But the last one, I'll probably put a picture right here somewhere of Release Your Brakes by Jim Newman. So it's a bit of an older book. You may not have heard of it, but Jim Newman's the guy who basically coined the term comfort zone. So he talks about how to break out of your comfort zone, how to sort of reprogram your thinking to push past what your preconceived notions are and that kind of stuff. It definitely, I would read that one first for sure and check all these other ones out that I showed you today. But Release Your Brakes is great, and it's the same kind of deal. It's like interactive. You can go through it and then sort of jot down how you're going to apply the stuff that's taught in the book. So that's what I've got for today. Again, there's links down below. You can get to any one of these, pretty straightforward. And a bunch of them are basically free with shipping. You just pay for the shipping and the book is free for you. So links are down below. And if there's anything else you guys want to see in these videos, let me know. Like I said, if you want me to do one on nutrition and training and like kind of what I go to for that information, like in the fitness industry, happy to share. If you like the video, give it a like. Anything else you want to see, hit me with a comment, and make sure you subscribe so you never miss a video. I'll talk to y'all soon.